Hello again. This is Radiance Thompson, spiritual mentor and intuitive healer. This is the second live that I'm doing today to compensate for the fact that I didn't do one yesterday as promised. So let me get to Fearless Day number 8, Fearless Challenge Day number 8. So here's what we would be like if if you guys would work with me. And I like to think of it as me and you would be smooth peanut butter and strawberry jelly working together if you were to hire me. If this is the type of person that you would see yourself or currently see yourself as. So you're a warrior. And this doesn't mean that you spiritual bypass things that you've gone through. I'm not saying that if you have had some hell of an experience that you don't give yourself the time and space to heal or to reconcile those emotions, or let's say you've had an experience and it's like, you're kind of feeling bad on yourself, just feeling a little bit just down on your energy and on your emotions, and maybe you're having, thoughts that aren't really the most elevated. I'm not saying that you don't give yourself that time and space to even throw yourself a pity party. We all need that time sometimes. However, what I am saying is that after you throw yourself a pity party and you're not spiritual bypassing, you're not using positive avoidance to elicit just positive thoughts, positive emotions all the time and act like nothing negative has ever happened to you. What I'm saying is, it means that you get back up. It means that you give your emotions the time and space to exist, as Deepak Chopra says, and then you get your heart and your head back in the game. And you're someone that, if you are having an issue, if something is happening in your life, you do reach out to me in Voxer and you do tell me what's going on. You don't tell me everything's fine. You don't give me some blanket of the kind of sortas. We're not gonna do dilly-dallying. You're not just giving me the gray, you're giving me the black, the white, you're giving me everything, because I'll give you everything. And I can't give you everything if you're not giving me everything. Okay, you give me the 100 and I give you the 100. We're in a co-creative partnership when you work with me in your multidimensional healing journey in this container with me. You're someone that wants to squeeze the life out of everything that you do. Okay, you want to squeeze the juice out of life. You're someone that wants to maximize their growth. You want to maximize your potential. You want to increase your vitality. And you're working on becoming the best and highest version of yourself. And you know that when you work with me, that becomes center stage. And that means if you give me 100, I give you 100. And you know what? To even top it off, I give you 110. I give you more, but you have to meet me at 100. And I appreciate when my clients give me the raw, they give me the real. Okay. I appreciate that, because that's when I know, okay, I can give you this because you've given me that. And the Dreamies clients that I've worked with, they do the work. And sometimes this means doing a few minutes a day, and other times this means spacing out in your calendar a couple hours in 1 or 2 days in a week, as long as the work is done. And you're someone that takes ownership of the work that you do just as much as you take ownership of the work that you didn't do. And that's a really important concept, because we can say all day that we did it all, but did we really do it? That part needs to be given responsibility for, or taken precedent for too. Like, okay, did I not do it? And what could I have done differently? And why is this important? Because accountability, taking ownership, these are all part of being a powerful sovereign being that you have desired to come and be in this lifetime. And you know that the person that you desire to become means doing the things and being the things that you haven't done or been before. And you're someone that makes a decision even when life isn't perfect. Now, if you're someone that has to ask their husband before making a financial investment, you're asking, how can we make this work? You're asking in the energy of, what's possible for me to work with Radiance in this container? What's possible for us to make this part of our reality? Okay, when you're asking those types of questions with your spouse in regards to a financial investment, you're bringing in the vibration and energy of what's possible. not how is this not possible, why it's not the best time. Like, I understand life happens. I'm not saying that I haven't had to make decisions based off of a certain life circumstance. However, am I putting all my cards on the table and saying, how can I make this happen? Absolutely. Okay. And you also know that as a man, woman of God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, that in doing some of the work that we'll do, the spiritual work, the energy work, the shadow work, doing that work doesn't mean that it's not of God or it's not of the light. You're not someone that's quick to call things the devil or evil because you don't understand what it is or because it wasn't in the big book. You're someone that makes and takes action. You're someone that seeks knowledge. You're someone that seeks wisdom. And you seek to create a life where you live in your truth. You're someone that knows that discipline plays a hefty part in becoming the highest and best version of you, in maintaining that vision, in maintaining that potential that you say you want to embody. Now, in becoming and embodying the multidimensional being that you are through this multidimensional framework, we will use a combination of science, a combination of spiritual tools, and a combination, again, of some religious teachings, because I feel like they all unify to help you become capable of all things. Okay? So I'm just going to leave you with some quotes that I feel would be really beneficial as far as making decisions and acquiring knowledge. Now, in the book of Proverbs, it says, the heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. So what does that mean? When you have wisdom that's already built within you, you seek out more wisdom. When you desire to become a discerning person, when your heart desires that, you acquire knowledge to become more discerning. Now, another really great quote that I found says, whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. That goes to a point that I said earlier, being disciplined. Now, I understand life comes in its different waves, and it causes us to be certain things. I get that. I am not without understanding. I'm saying, what are you going to do to make things happen even in the face of those unforeseen circumstances? What are you going to do to continue to stay disciplined in the work? Now, another quote from the Torah. It says this. It says, God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? Now, this comes from the book of Numbers, or also the Bamidbar in the Torah. Okay, so what does that mean? If God exists both within and outside of us simultaneously, that means making a decision, following through on that decision, acting on that decision, and keeping your promise to yourself. Now, the Quran says as well, be resolute in making a decision. Okay? So, if you're someone that has been watching my lives, has been watching my content, and you're like, okay, I am feeling her. Is this something that I want to find out more about? Be resolute in making that decision. Keep your promise to yourself and send me a DM so you can find out how to work with me one-on-one. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this live. This is Fearless Challenge Day 8. See you tomorrow.